Hey friends, Beck from Power Creative Media. Today I'm going to tell you 5 things to remember when asking for a testimonial. This is important. Testimonials are literally the most important thing that you can have on a sales page or when you're selling anything. They give you confidence, they give your potential clients confidence. You need to have as many testimonials and case studies and social proof as you can. And there's loads of different ways to have testimonials as well. And in other videos, I talk about how to use testimonials really effectively. But in this video, it's a bit more about asking for testimonials because I think a lot of people wait and hope that someone will give them a testimonial. The reality is that you probably have a lot of clients who would give you a testimonial and you just haven't asked for them. I think most people could get 5 or 10 testimonials right off the top right now. I think that you could go out and get 10 extra testimonials right now from your existing clients, from your existing network. It doesn't always have to be for that specific offer. It could just be like you're a really great person to work with. Any type of social proof is really great. So you right now have the ability to go out and get between 5 and 10 testimonials right now that you could use on your sales page, you could use on your social media, you could use them all over the place. So the first thing to think about is to put asking for testimonials into your workflow with your current clients. If you have a service or if you have a product or whatever you have, put it into your workflow. That means either creating like an automated email that goes out, or sending a text message that goes out and asks, or asking yourself, every time this happens, I'm going to ask for a testimonial. Every time someone is happy with your service or says thank you, it's a great time to ask for a testimonial. So putting it into the workflow, making sure that you do it with every single person so you can get as many testimonials as you can from your clients. The second thing is to make sure that the timing is right. You don't want to ask for a testimonial when somebody is unhappy or when they've just made a complaint or when something is going wrong. You definitely do want feedback at all of those times. You do want to get feedback so that you can improve, obviously, but it's not the best time to ask like, hey, how would you feel about providing us with a testimonial? That's not a great time. So you want to make sure the timing is correct. One thing that I do all the time is get screenshots of my conversations with people, because honestly, when I'm talking to my clients, they're always, or they're usually happy about something. They're happy about the delivery of our content. They're happy about how great it looks. They're happy with how fast we delivered it. They're happy with me reaching out and chatting to them regularly on like Facebook Messenger or whatever it is, or WhatsApp or whatever, wherever we're chatting. And so you can take those testimonials, or you can take those little screenshots of them saying, wow, the content looks really awesome. And you can elicit that as well by saying, hey, I saw that your content was delivered. What did you think of it this month? They're going to reply something good pretty much all the time. And depending on what your service or product is, you can kind of set yourself up for those types of conversations and then take screenshots of how happy they are after. Now, one thing you do want to do is remember to, block out their name or blur out their name, etc., so that, you're not sharing their personal stuff. And you do want to make sure that they're not sharing anything personal. A lot of my screenshots are just like, wow, my content looks really awesome. Thank you so much. Really great testimonial. Another thing, like I guess I alluded to this just now, is you have to ask things that, well, you don't have to, but you can ask things that elicit better responses than not. So if you just said, rate your content on a scale of 1 to 10, they might say like, a 9 or 10, and then it's not a great testimonial screenshot. I mean, that one's actually okay. But sometimes you could ask things that don't really go well with a screenshot or with a testimonial. You could ask, hey, what did you think about the content this month? Then they would have to actually give an answer. Whereas if you said, did you like your content this month? They would just say yes or no. And that's not a great, you can't really use that. But if you ask them an open-ended question like, hey, what did you think of your content this month? They would have to give you a proper answer. You could say, did you think it was really great, or did you think it was like unicorn on a rainbow level great? And you can phrase your questions certain ways that will help them to give better answers that you can then use as testimonials. So the last thing that I thought was really interesting, and I saw this one, I forget where I saw it, but some people like to give, and I haven't actually done this yet, I would like to try it. Some people like to give a testimonial to their client first, which I think is really cool, actually. And I never thought of doing this, but you know, if you work with any client, you get to give them a testimonial on how their work was with you. Like, just because we are the ones in our businesses that are providing services doesn't mean that the other person doesn't have any responsibilities. You know, they have a responsibility to be a decent human being. They have a responsibility to, or I guess they have the option of being, you know, a really great customer as well. And so when we give somebody a testimonial saying it was so great working with Julie, she was, you know, a really great client to have, one of our favorite clients. She always submitted the work on time, or the form on time, or whatever the thing is. You know, she always showed up for calls, ready and listening. She always, you know, it's actually a really cool idea to give your clients testimonials about how good of clients they are, because they can use that in their stuff about how, you know, it makes them feel good. They can use it in their content as well. And it just helps your relationship to be, you know, like a lot better, a lot more fun. And I feel like that's a really great plan. So what you can do then is create a testimonial for one of your clients. And then after say, hey, I've made you this testimonial. I thought it would be a fun thing to do. Here it is. Would really love one from you if you could give us one. And you can even ask, actually, this is another point, you could even ask what specifically you want the testimonial to be about. Do you want it to be about the quality of and I'm just using my business as an example. You know, I could have my clients give me testimonials about the quality of the content. I could give them testimonials about how organized we are as a business. I could ask them for a testimonial about what it was like to work with me personally. I could ask for a testimonial about what results they specifically got. There's so many things that I could ask for, and if you don't ask and then you don't get. And I feel like even if you specifically give them instructions for the testimonial, it actually makes it easier for them, rather than them just saying like, oh yeah, Power Creative was really great, I loved working with them. You know, if you're asking for something more specific, like results that they got or wins that they had as a result of their content. You know, we had somebody write in and say that they had only been doing their LinkedIn for a week using our content, and somebody had already reached out that hadn't talked to them in years, and they ended up getting a really big gig from it, because they had been doing stuff on their LinkedIn that they hadn't previously been doing. I don't think they'd been posting anything on their LinkedIn before. And so when they started doing it, it got results. And that's a really specific testimonial that I like to use in a lot of my content all the time as well. Because it is helpful. It paints a picture for people. It's a really great style of testimonial, rather than a lot of our testimonials, which are still great, but they say, Power Creative was really awesome, loved working with them. So the more specific sometimes is better as well. All right, so that is 5 things to remember when you're asking for a testimonial. And if you are interested in using content in different ways, being more intentional with your content, repurposing your content into different pieces, chat to me. You can see the link to book with me somewhere around this video. And you can find me at beck@powercreative.me, or check out our website, powercreativemedia.com, and I will see you in the next video.